We are live now.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Frankie here for the Baker Show, gentlemen, with my brother Miguel, back here at Cleber's Lounge, you guys. And recently been having to deal with a bunch of shit, man. Not gonna lie to you guys. And today, I don't know if you guys can notice, but for some odd reason, my lip is swollen. I don't know why. I took a nap before the show. I woke up and my lip was hella swollen. So if I sound weird or if I'm slobbering while I'm smoking my cigar, you guys will know why. I don't know what happened. Um, I'm thinking I was laying on my stomach. My face was buried in my pillow, just full pressure down on my mouth. Maybe that caused a reaction. I don't know. I just know that my face is or my lip is super super swollen. So
No one cares about your swollen lip, which looks like you try to do one of those teen challenges with the glass on it.
it
Real
does.
quick, Eduardo, Brian, Dennis, Jason, and I think I saw someone else, but I apologize. The names kind of scroll through real quick. Guys, welcome. Glad to see you after missing 2 shows last week because things just kept getting messed up. It was such a weird week.
I gotta take this call. It's mom.
Rich, how you doing? No worries. Take care of what you got to do. Rich, how you doing? Maybe you had too good of a time of a weekend. It was a good weekend. It wasn't that good a weekend, but it was a good weekend nonetheless. All right. Spent time with the family. Did some stuff here. All good. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm gonna make a call real quick, guys. I apologize. I have my phone on silent.
Like always.
How you're supposed to, but whatever.
Like always.
I mean, we're in the middle of the show.
Anyways, guys. So let me see here, guys. Any comments? Rich is 2-0. That's good. I have my final players playing today. I was scheduled to win by 15 points. Now I'm scheduled to lose by 20. So it's just the luck of the draw. Like I said, I don't remember what it was I said. Uh, Miguel, I traded him a couple players that were better than the ones that he had, and he was scheduled to win. Not only was he scheduled to win, his players that I told him to put in actually outperformed what they were supposed to. And instead of getting 18 to 20 points, got him 30 plus. And then of course the person who's playing, their players decided to go for 40 plus. So it's just the luck of the draw when it comes to football, fantasy football. Um, but yeah, so Friday, guys, my brakes decided to get super bad. I knew it was time to start changing the brakes. I started to hear them grinding, but I didn't think they were going to completely fail. I didn't think they were at that point just yet. Um, but it is what it is. So I had to get this taken care of on Friday, guys. I apologize.
Call it together. Yeah, she. Where are we? I missed so much.
I was just getting caught up on the fantasy football stuff.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't want to talk about that. Real football was way better this weekend. I believe both our teams won, so can't really complain after that. That was wonderful. I don't even know what to say. Like, it was just bad. My team did fine, but the other team did way better, unexpectedly better. So good on you. Whatever, Pete. I don't even care.
Yeah, Pete.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see. You got Robert here. Did you already say hi to Richard and whatnot?
Yep. Everybody's should be good.
Rich is just doing wonderful. 2-0 to start out the season. Nothing wrong with that. My season is not that good. Let's just put it that way. I'm 0-2, so as opposite as you could possibly be. That call, yes, that was my mother. She needs to get a hold of us from time to time, and she doesn't realize 2:00 is 2:00. It's fine, guys. We're back. That's all that matters. Again, this is the Buffalo 10 Natural, and let me get the full description here because I have it. It is where did it go? An Ecuadorian Habano wrapper surrounded by a Sumatra binder, and the fillers are actually from 3 countries. That is the Dominican, Nicaragua, and the U.S. So there's a lot of complexity going on to this very good on the budget cigar. All right. I would bring her on, but she does not smoke cigars. She refuses, which is fine. Not everyone has to.
And no, she did not close down another restaurant. Thank you very much, smartass.
Not yet. Not that we know of, actually.
It's a funny story. I mean, it's not a funny story. It's actually a bad story, but I'll let you guys in on it. So, as most of you know, we have 6 adopted brothers and sisters. And the very first 3 brothers and sisters that we got from foster care were the very first 3 that my parents adopted.
Yes.
And they're fantastic kids. I love them all. The first one is actually
They're okay.
in college right now. She just left for college a month ago. Funny thing for her, she actually graduated junior college before she graduated high school because of the program that she was in. So that was kind of cool for her.
Yeah.
So anyways, this was way back when we first got the foster kids. Valentin, who was now 13, he must have been 3 or 4. He was small.
4 tops. Yeah.
And we go to this Chinese buffet. Now, I actually like this Chinese buffet. I don't really care for Chinese food all that much. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not my thing. There's only a couple of places that I really enjoy. And so...
was this one of them, by any chance?
This was one of them. This was one of them. So we're there eating, and my little brother says, I have to go potty. So my mom says, okay. And she takes him to the restroom. A couple minutes later, he comes back and sits down and starts eating. We're wondering where our mom is. We're thinking, okay, well, maybe she had to use the restroom or something. Next thing I know, the manager's coming out, tapping me on the shoulder. He's like, excuse me, your wife slipped in the bathroom. She's on the floor. And I was like, what? I'm like, oh, shit, mom. So my little brother saw her fall and took off, apparently. I go to the bathroom. There's like an inch of water on the floor. I'm like, what the heck is going on in here? My mom's obviously in pain, so I help her up. They ask if we need an ambulance. She says no. She wants me to drive her to the hospital. I said, that's fine. And the manager says, if you guys need anything, let us know. I'll take care of the bills, whatever, like a good man. And so the time came. She got her checkup. She had some back issues, so she got that taken care of. And she went to ask the manager, like, hey, this is what my bills were. Can you help cover these? And he said no. He said, it was your fault. You should have been watching what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they end up going to court over it. My mom wins a settlement. And about 3 months later, the restaurant closes. Yeah.
I don't know if it was that quick, but it was not good either way. Rich is right. Everyone else loved that restaurant too. I loved it. One of my favorite places in town. Jeff, how you doing? A rainy day. Not for us. It's actually pretty amazing right now. The weather's kind of perfect. Love it.
I actually knew that was one of Rich's favorite restaurants, so that's why I helped them close it down.
Oh, of course. Yeah. That's why.
Because I knew one day Rich would be 2-0 in fantasy football, and I could not let that stand.
Yeah, you had a preemptive, like, at least your restaurant's not there anymore, of course. Brian, what do you call it? Having Molotov by Dissident is a solid and tasty. Yeah, it is a great cigar. Sin and Josh, they're just wonderful people. I couldn't think of a better pairing for a company or for people to own that company than them. Such fun people to talk to. They do a lot of the shows and whatnot. So if you have a chance, or if you haven't had a chance yet, I'm sure you can catch them to talk to them, guys, because you're gonna want to. Very, really nice, encouraging people, not just for cigar stuff, but just in general. I believe he started as a motivational speaker, and still does it, I believe.
Yeah.
And I just think it's an awesome combination what they bring to the table, what they bring to the cigar industry in general.
So again, guys, we missed Friday's show, so I did not get a chance to show you guys another prize, and I'm excited to show this to you guys. So
show it off.
It starts off. This is the first part of the prize. It's a two-parter. Right there. That is the Mr. White Gold Sinistro S hat. And the only thing I could think that we could give away to pair with that would be a box of the Mr. White Gold from Sinistro.
I suppose that would work out. Cannot deny that.
Yeah. There's a full box, you guys. As you guys can see, it still has all the wrapping on it. I've never opened it. I've had it for about 6 months now, so it's been aging. So that is the next prize that we are going to show off to everybody right there. So if you want a chance to win this prize, you need to tune in on the 30th to our 5-year anniversary show. You sign up for the birthday, if your birthday's in September, or on the special birthday one that's coming up. Be part of the Best Ash contest. Be a Patreon member. Be a Facebook subscriber, or answer a question. You never know when this is going to be given away. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned and be a part of this 5-year anniversary show. It's going to be a lot of fun. And this is the type of prize that we are giving out, guys.
100% agree with Eduardo in the comments, by the way. One of the top brands, which is due. Probably us, yeah. We probably pretty much their entire marketing department. No, I'm just kidding. No. We try to get the word out. Good cigars. That's why we're smoking these today. Because like Eduardo, and I don't want to just pick on him for being right all the time, but a lot of you guys do the same for us. Just like Brian showed off, Dissident is a wonderful brand too. As Eduardo agrees, that this is good stuff. There's a lot of really good stuff out there, but I'm really glad that we know James and Sinistro. I don't even think maybe it wouldn't be as many times we mention them, but it still would be mentioned quite often. Just 'cause I do appreciate the cigars before I met him, and it's been a great friendship. It really has been. So big shout out to Sinistro, not just James but Coleman as well, and the whole team that got working for him now, because they've just been blowing up steadily. It's been going up every year, and in some big jumps and leaps and bounds in some points. So really happy to see all that.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's so many brands on here. I know we try to get the word out about everybody. We really do. Oscar, how you doing? Trekking in from the Dominican? Okay, awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Nothing wrong with that. Don't worry. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. So once we can actually get to you though, that'd be awesome. I'd rather get to the DR for the first time.
Actually, you know what? I got to get him. We got to get you on the show. We haven't had you on the show in a long time, and it'll give me another reason to order some painkillers. Because as you know, that's one of my favorite cigars from your line. So we'll definitely have to get in contact when you're back in the States to get you on the show again.
It looks like Brian already has his ash picture ready to go. If you can't find taker for it, I will offer my services. Of course, yes. I mean, nobody wants that box. I mean, it's just kind of gonna sit there for a while, Richard. And Eduardo, Volume 2. Yes. No, we're still waiting on it to get here. Just as soon as it's here, it goes out. Because there's quite a few people who already got a hold of it ahead of time, so I appreciate that. If you want to get a hold of yours so we can just ship it out the moment we see it, I'm very excited about. My goodness. I want to see how many people we can get enjoying it on the, what do you call it, show. And painkillers, I must admit, you're going to want, well, if you're still in the comments, is he still there? Oscar, brother, if you're still there, bring it up because they are some good cigars.
Yeah, that is GTO cigars. That is the painkiller. They also have the anesthesia, which is also really good.
Yeah.
But so for me, it goes back and forth between the anesthesia and the painkiller. Between which one is my favorite. Obviously, as I said painkiller first. I think I might be in the mood a little bit more for that one. But yeah, if you want to get a hold of them, just check out GTO Cigars online. You'll find out where you can order them from, where you can purchase them from, and give them a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed in any other line.
I have to agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And Rich, where can I get Buffaloes? I want to say the Naturals may not be in town. I think I would check with Zuzu. I think I saw the other ones over there because they also have a Habano and a Maduro.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's a Maduro as well. There's 3 in that lineup, and they're all very good. I think you hear me talk about the Charter Oak a lot, and there's 3 in that lineup, which are also very good. But these rival that, no problem, no questions asked. I mean, you can get 6 really good cigars right there at a really good price point. You have an entire week of smoking. And just 2 brands.
Rich, last I heard, Cigars and More are supposed to be getting them in as well. So you can ask Trina when they should be arriving. But last I heard is that they're ordering them as well.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we talked to Pete about that.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're going to be in shop soon. Let me know if she got your rooster in yet or whatnot, because I don't remember that.
Oh, awesome! And he's going to be sending us some new sticks too to try out from GTO.
Oof,
that'd be awesome.
Yes. Then we definitely have to have you on for that, because I would love to smoke it with you.
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome. As much as I enjoy smoking the cigars, it's even better with the person who makes them.
Yeah.
I mean, can't tell you how great experience that is every time. No roosters. That's a new hashtag. Every time we say hello to Trina, we're gonna keep reminding her for you, Rich.
I'm still waiting on Rojas to call me back, man. I've texted him. I've left him messages. He's texted me back. He said, "I'll get you up when I'm back in the States." He hasn't hit me up yet, so I'm trying not to look desperate. But I keep calling him and texting him. But obviously he's been super busy, so we'll have to wait and see.
Busy.
Now we don't have a lot of time for Wednesday. We do have 2 guests this Wednesday, so we're gonna have to do some reviews and stuff today on things.
Yeah.
So let's talk about lounges.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
in my opinion, there's two lounges in California that would be tied for the first place. They're actually all in the same vicinity, and they would be top two for different reasons.
Mm.
One is because it has a full service bar and restaurant, plus a humidor that has more exclusives and hard to find boutiques than I've ever seen in California.
It's really good. Yeah.
Um, and the owner is such a great guy. Sit down and talk to you forever if he could. And I've only been there once. I plan on going again, but I had such a great time. The atmosphere is fantastic. Uh, and it's just an amazing place to go. That would be 3 and 1, and it is fantastic. I just can't give enough credit to it for being the amazing spot that it is.
Really is wonderful. I think that could easily be up there, um, tied or number one for a lot of lists, especially here in California. You don't get as many amenities and such a great, like you said, limited release or hard to find cigar selection in almost anywhere else I've seen.
Hmm.
It's hard to compare to that list right there. There might be more cigars in some places, but it's usually more cigars that you might just be able to find next door or nearby. These ones are like, well, if you don't find them here, you probably aren't gonna find them in town
Hmm.
or in your area in general. So it's worth it to go and take like a good half an hour, maybe order your food and then look through it for a while. But
Yeah.
just don't get lost because your food's gonna get cold to take that long.
Yeah.
It's that in detailed in that little area. I mean, it's a pretty decent sized humidor. Don't get me
It
wrong,
is.
but it's not like the biggest one I've ever been in,
Right.
and it's packed to the brim. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that 3 in 1.
And of course, you guys can get a drink there. You guys can order food, and they'll bring it right to your table. And you're not going to disturb anybody because the lounge is actually it's a separate little spot off of the bar, and it's closed off. But it's got plenty of comfortable seating. It's got the big screen TV, so they're showing football, they're showing baseball. It's a fantastic place to go.
Oh yeah, Rich, you're telling us about that Michael Jordan's old garage into a lounge. That's intense. Is it Jordan or I think it is? It might be Jordan or another basketball player. I can't remember who it is. Who's having a really hard time selling their mansion because they customized it to just be them. Like they got his number on the door. They have a basketball court in there with the old team logo and stuff. Want to say it's Jordan. Everything in there.
I doubt it would be Jordan. If it was Jordan, someone would buy that.
Well, it's just that it's. I mean, I think it was like $20 million,
That's all.
and
Shoot.
it was like completely like his name and stuff. His face is everywhere on it. I'm pretty positive it's a Michael Jordan. So it's just hard to get someone to buy that, like because I'm sure there's someone rich enough for it
Hmm.
that would just like buy it and don't have to live in it. They just let it sit there if they wanted. But I'm guessing a lot of people wouldn't do that, especially if they have that much money. It's a different class person. Maybe
Now,
Westbrook.
Jeff is saying Cheroots in Modesto is pretty cool. Usually when we go to Modesto, we go to the
Cigar
Cigar
Club.
Club, and we'll be at the Cigar Club in Modesto on the 29th of this month. So, looking forward to getting back out there and hang out with those guys.
Absolutely. Good people, good times, always, always, always. Um, there's so many lounges though. I don't think I could narrow it down. Love going to the warehouse. There's a cigar factory in Simi Valley. Folsom Cigar Lounge was really fun. Not the biggest selection, but really fun people
Hmm.
and a really cool downtown. If you want to have a smoke early on and then later on in the evening go out, have a good time. Um, I like the 888 Lounge,
Yeah,
but reverse that because I just want to be there. Downtown wasn't so great there. I'm just
right.
it's whatever.
And again, the 88, it's all legacy brands. There's no
Hmm.
boutique. So if the boutique is your thing, you want to bring your own. They will do a cutting fee, but it's got that great space in the back that's absolutely fantastic. I don't think it's Westbrook. Man, people give Westbrook so much crap. I love Westbrook. I think he's a great player. He's actually responsible for one of my favorite U.S. men's Olympics basketball team's moment of all time. They were playing Nigeria, and at the time they had scored the most points by any team against them. I think they ended up like 158 points or something. I forget what it is.
So a decent amount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Westbrook got this alley oop, and I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan because I'm a big Texas guy. Go Longhorns, and he came from Texas. So, uh, so Durant and a few other guys are on the bench. I think it was Kevin Love throws this ball up to Westbrook, and you get Westbrook just flies across the screen as they're showing this highlight, and you see like the entire bench start standing up. I think Kobe was there too. Kobe, LeBron, and Durant, and all them. and they all just start standing up as the ball's in the air, and he just slams it down. It was a beautiful dunk alley oop pass thing. Um, it's just one of my favorite U.S. men's basketball Olympic moments of all time. That's a poster right there.
Well, speaking of basketball too, didn't you tell me that a certain team won the championship yesterday or
Oh
Saturday?
yes, congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces on winning the uh,
WNBA.
WNBA championship.
Very nice. Um, the score was about 35-17. Pretty good. Pretty good scoring. Actually, I have no idea. I didn't even know it was time for that.
Neither did I, but one of my friends, she posted it on her Snapchat, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
She's from Vegas too.
Yeah,
She lives in the area,
yeah,
so that's good. Local support's important. And Vegas supports its teams like no one else does. I mean, they already have more billboards than everyone else besides maybe New York City itself. So they all light up. They play the scores. I think it's really cool. I like being there during the Golden Knights game.
yeah.
They might not be my team exactly, but when you're in Vegas, you're cheering for them because it's just everybody is wonderful. Uh, you found the one WNBA fan. No, they got like 7 or 8. It's all good. They'll catch up. It's little by little, right? It's grassroots efforts. I mean, they've only been around a couple years, 30 or 40.
They've been around like 15, 20 years, dude.
Maybe. I don't know about that.
They've been around a while.
I have to do my research on that. I don't know. I don't know if there's any science to back that up. Sharut wanted to get the spelling right. It has a bar in it too. Okay, nice.
Oh, nice.
I like the sound of that. And there, if you guys want to check it out, there's the proper spelling right there for that lounge. Definitely have to check it out still.
Oh yeah,
Definitely have to check that out.
maybe leave a little early and go check it out before we go to Cigar Club.
Not
That'd
a
be
bad
interesting.
idea. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Rich been to over 27 lounges. Some great, some shitty. It happens. There's a bunch of great lounges out there. Some of them aren't going to be as good as others. It's
Yeah.
just
I mean,
averages.
that's what happened with us when we went to Arizona to our trip to Phoenix. We went and saw Brad. This was before Zio Cigars was even open. They were still doing the work on it, building the cabinets and putting everything together. There was no lounge, no nothing.
The worst lounge ever. No,
but he was nice enough to take us to the humidor. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna go here. My office is gonna go there." At the time, Dana's office was gonna go here. Blah blah blah. That's where she does her stuff. And it was really cool to see him and see what everything he was accomplishing. And then
oh yeah,
we go to Ambassadors, we go to Fox, and then we go to what was the other one? Hilltop, Hillcrest, something.
gosh dang it. Can't remember the name off the top of my head. I know what you're talking about, though. I know what
so
you're
this
talking
guy's a huge online retail spot, and but he has a couple regulars that go into smoke, and his lounge is basically like an ice chest cooler where you could sit down on, or a couple of lawn chairs.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. So it doesn't matter how big or fancy your lounge is. It's just a matter of the right people being there and making it feel welcoming. Scallywags was another one at the time when it was still there. Was awesome.
Yeah, Scallywags is great. I mean, it's still there, isn't it? Just new ownership or what?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm not sure if they changed the name.
they did. Yeah.
They changed the name. Before that it was what, 4th on 5th, which was really cool too. The owners of that were really nice. You still talk to Melanie from time to time. Her husband's really cool guy too. Yeah, it's a great spot in that area that it's around. There's some great, like, again, not so much a downtown feel, but just like a nice shopping area.
Really good pizza.
Really good restaurants. Got to get back over there.
Yeah.
Either way.
We'll be in Modesto on the 29th. That is a Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday. Shoot.
Yep. We will be there,
next
guys.
Thursday.
Lounges, people really do make a difference. Absolutely, Jeremy. Yeah. The people who are regulars can really make or break anything. If you're not comfortable around them, you're not going to want to go back. This is what it is.
I've never got to actually hang out in a Davidoff lounge.
No.
We got a peek inside of the one over at the Ambassador Lounge.
If you count Vegas, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't count Vegas. But no, one of the paid-for membership lounges like of Davidoff, never got to sit down and smoke. I've seen inside; it looks absolutely beautiful. I just don't have $3,000 a month to be a member.
Is what it is. It's a little pricey, but you know what? For those who can afford it, seem to love it. So I'm not going to judge them for that.
Eduardo, we'll see you later.
No worries, brother. Talk to you soon. Yeah, Richard, we were talking about that earlier, the other West. They are on their way. I'm just waiting for them to actually get here. That's the thing.
If you guys are in the area, don't forget we have our yearly Cigars for Warriors drive this Saturday here at the lounge.
Yes.
Even if you are not a member, you're more than welcome to come, hang out, get some food, donate some cigars for Warriors. Our goal is 365. I think we set that a couple years ago. We want to get one cigar for every day of the year to donate to Cigars for Warriors. And of course, if you want to make a monetary contribution for shipping these cigars over, you can do that as well. But our goal is 365 cigars. We've hit that twice before. We should be able to hit that again.
Yeah, this is a really good event for this.
You know, it doesn't have to be a box like this. It can be a very good house stick that you might like.
Yeah.
It could be a really good bundle that you bring. As long as it's something that you would enjoy, they're going to enjoy it too.
100%.
So you don't have to break the bank to be a part of this. You don't have to bring 100 cigars. You know, if you want to bring a 5-pack of something that you really enjoy, they're going to appreciate that. And every little bit helps. Every stick is counted. Cigars for Warriors, they need help year round.
If you bought a box that you didn't like, but you think someone else might, bring that. It's okay. I mean, there's cigars out there that aren't going to be for you, but they're for other people.
Yeah.
So if you bust it open, I don't know. Oh, I don't like Gurkha Royal Challenge. It's too light for this. That's fine. Bring it on over. I'm sure someone will appreciate it. That's the whole point. You know, when you share with your buddies too, it's the same idea of, okay, it's not for me, but everyone else can try it out, see who likes it. Finally find somebody, give them the rest of them because you're not going to smoke them.
Yeah, this is a non-paid event, so you guys don't have to pay to come. The only thing you have to do is at least bring a 5-pack of cigars.
Black and milds are not recommended, Richard. No, those are the ones that are not on the list. The little machine-made ones, no thank you. I don't think there are any machine-made ones that I would recommend that I can think of.
Yeah. So, even if you can't make the event, if you guys want to send some cigars, send them on over to Cigars for Warriors, you guys. Like I said, they can always use the help. If you guys are in town and you can't stay for the event, you want to drop off some cigars, you're more than welcome to come down and drop them off here. We'll put them all together. Our local event coordinator, Mitch Smith, will be here, and he'll be collecting all the stuff, and then he'll be shipping it off to Florida so they can get it to where it needs to go.
Rich, going to start at 6, I believe. Yes, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So, yeah, anytime you guys want to come by and check out the lounge, we'll give you a tour. If you've been here before and you just want to come for the event, please do so. We'll have food. We'll have drinks. Guys will be here smoking, talking. I'm sure we'll throw the TV on, see what's going on over there. Maybe put some music. But we'll have a good time. We're going to raise some cigars and some money for a very worthy cause.
Yeah, that's usually the idea. Anyways, throw on some background music. It's just a good time to hang out.
Yeah.
Lately, as you guys have heard, we've been doing some different tournaments. Pool tournament, cornhole. I think darts is up next. And we're looking for other things to add to it. Apparently, there was a very big cheating scandal in the chess world.
Yes, Magnus.
Something or another. Young guy.
I forget his name. Is Magnus Carlisle or Carls? Something later. And he's like a grand champion. He's been a grand champion since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
He lost in the first or second round, which was very unusual, to a brand new grand champion. But this kid's also really young. And apparently, the young kid cheated somehow.
They are speculating how he cheated.
Yeah.
But there's no proof that he cheated.
Right.
But it's still, they're looking into it. This is not as big of an issue for me as, say, the machine that tried to rip off the little boy's finger. The chess machine in Russia. And they're like, no, the little kid did it wrong.
Well, the little kid touched a piece and it wasn't his turn.
Well,
in Russia, those are the rules.
You don't rip the finger. No, I don't think that's the rule.
Those are the rules.
Finger off.
You keep your fingers off until it's your turn. You don't bring weed in, no matter how much. Those are the rules. It's Russia.
I suppose. Anyway.
But this scandal is up there with the Tanya Harding thing, with the Lance Armstrong doping thing.
It really is.
It's high up there.
It's serious. Like you might be joking right now, but it's serious.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no like soccer is a world leveling playing field. All you need is a ball and a field. Nothing else. No equipment. Maybe you need some shin guards if you're lucky you have some. But everyone can play soccer. You know, that's why it's such an important sport, I think. Chess is everywhere. And it really is one of those things that really represents life. You know, it's like the strategy there makes you think ahead of time. The guys who are grand champions that young of age are not like other people. You meet them and they are so much different. People who are that good at chess think and act differently.
Yeah.
They have a whole documentary on what the heck's his name? Bobby Fischer. and how crazy he was, especially towards the end, and how kind of terrible it was to his fellow people, not just chess players, but people in general. And the other chess people who is deliberately saying really hurtful, terrible things to, like unforgivable things, completely ignored it because they're like, just how his brain works. You know, he's not normal. It's crazy to think.
So like I said, you guys, we have a couple of guests for you guys this Wednesday, so we're not gonna be able to do a whole lot of review stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not kept up with She-Hulk because it got boring for me, so I stopped watching it. But House of Dragon, this is one of the best episodes I've seen. I'm not gonna lie. It was nowhere near as twisted as last week's episode, but it was really good. It had a really good ass whipping scene. It's not a fighting scene because it wasn't a fight. It was an ass whipping.
That was straight. Yeah. Ooh, God no.
And I believe you said the next episode is going to skip some time.
A lot.
A lot of time.
A lot of time.
So, and that's another thing I really appreciate is they're not going, day by day. They're actually skipping some time in between to kind of help progress the story and the tension that would have been building for these years. So, House of Dragon, if you guys have not yet seen, I don't want to get too into because it just came out yesterday. So I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but it's a fantastic episode, and you guys really should take the time to go watch it.
I think it's worth it. I still need to catch up on Rings of Power. I know that's not your thing, but it's definitely mine. I will definitely be watching that as soon as I have a moment to watch a couple episodes at once. I feel like once I get into it, I'm gonna be into it.
Yeah.
So I gotta really pay attention. I've been seeing a couple little clips here and there, and it looks phenomenal. Like the art or the cinematography and the world they're building there just looks spot on. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Reservoir Dogs. I don't know if anyone else is watching that still, but we are because it's friggin' amazing. And Wednesday's episode was also pretty good, really trippy and hilarious.
Reservation Dogs.
Reservation.
I was like, wait, Reservoir Dogs. Right?
Reservoir Dogs is the movie. Sorry, Reservation Dogs. My goodness. But it is the whole point. There's a play on words from the Tarantino movie. Yeah. So I'm not too far off.
I like how they all came in the black suits at one time.
Yeah, I didn't realize for a funeral though. That was sad. Oh my goodness. Have you watched Dope Sick on Hulu? I heard that was really good, but I have not seen it yet. There's a couple things on friggin' Hulu that I need to catch up on. Hulu and Netflix for that matter. There's some movies on Netflix that their movies are getting better than their series, and I'm okay with that because you still have Amazon Prime, you have Hulu, you have Peacock, Paramount, and Apple TV. And they're all putting out a lot of really great series and movies for that matter. But Netflix is still doing some good work. Maybe not number one anymore as far as content being released, but it's not for lack of trying.
Right, there's just so much out there.
There's just so much out there.
And on a positive note, not movie exactly related, but horror related, we have not yet received an email.
No, I don't think we're getting locked out.
We for the Texas Primary Weekend, they have moved it to the convention center out there in Irving, Texas.
Yes.
And they released hotels one at a time, one every hour for the first 3 hours, and then they waited, and then they got the overflow hotels going. Well, unfortunately, the second hotel, which is the one that we wanted to get into, the Texican, when they released their rooms, not only were they doing it online, they were also doing it over the phone. So a lot of these rooms were getting double booked, not intentionally, of course, but it happened. So a lot of people were getting emails saying, "Hey, we overbooked.
Sorry.
Your room's been canceled. Here's a link to another hotel. Please accept our apology." People were getting pissed. So we called and we talked to the lady at the desk. She's like, "Well, we are fixing that problem. It should be settled within the next couple of days. So if in the next day or two, if you don't get an email, you should be fine."
Yeah.
And so we crossed our fingers, knocked on wood, and it's been 6 days now.
No, we should be fine now if we are to believe what she said, and I do, because I don't think they would lie about that. I think it was an honest glitch, honest mistake.
Right.
And the person who runs the event, his name's Lloyd, and he's been doing this for years and years, over a decade at least. And it is a great event. I love it. I missed the old spot, but I'm very excited to see the new, bigger, hopefully more improved area. But a lot of people were blaming him for something he had no control over.
Yeah.
And that wasn't fair.
The only thing I will blame Texas for is last time we went, we used their Texas Frightmare. We used their link to get a hotel at the host hotel.
And it took us to the other
booked
one.
it. It told us we had a room there, and it actually ended up putting us in the overflow. And that pissed me off. I was like, I used your link, bro.
Again, that is the hotel.
No, that is a link from Texas Frightmare Weekend.
But they get it from the hotel.
I don't care.
They don't make the link.
It is on their website.
Again, it's like you're gonna blame Facebook because a link takes you to a website that's not real. No, it's a link that someone else put on there. But I'm not going to be completely relaxed until I'm checked. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I had a separate room just in case. I think I'll hold on to it like another week, just in case, because they don't charge anything,
right?
And it's one of the overflow hotels, so I don't feel like I'm not holding anyone off from getting a room. It's not even the closest one. Now, Lauren, I got one where you're staying as well. That's the one I'm talking about, just in case. So at the worst, we're just an Uber right away.
Yeah.
So,
but don't forget, you guys, way before Texas Frightmare, May 21st. Texas Frightmare is May 21st, right?
The next weekend after that.
Whatever. They changed it from the first weekend, which is the whole reason we went.
Maybe very
December 4th, Cigar Heritage Festival, out in Florida. You guys are not going to want to miss this event. You guys are going to be so much fun. We're actually going to be able to get to go out there and hang out with you guys over there. So if you're in the area, if you're available, make sure you get your tickets, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We can't wait for this event. It's going to be our first event on the East Coast. And I'm super stoked about it.
I cannot tell you how happy I am to be going to this. Guys, you're not going to regret going. I need you there. All right, guys? Let's get a group together. If we can, I would love to stay an extra day, either before or after. Definitely a day before, because we have work to do. We will be working the event. So I like, if we can't sit for a long time, I apologize. I don't know what to expect exactly, honestly. But I do expect to be doing a lot of work, because I want to make sure it looks as great as possible. I want to take as many video and much photo as I can. We're doing a live show during, so I want to make sure that runs smoothly, make sure the internet's working, lighting, camera setups, everything is going according to plan. So the stress is up here, but the excitement's up there, so it's totally fine. I just cannot wait to see everybody in one spot again, because a lot of the companies that are going are people that we know, that we already absolutely love. It's a great community again. I mean, wherever you go in the country, if it's a cigar community, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You're getting a good camaraderie, you're getting good people, and you're getting a good time. And this is one of those events that is packed to the brim with that. And it's definitely worth the trip, guys. It's worth the weekend to go check it out. Even if you don't want to do the VIP stuff, which is, not for everybody. I honestly don't do the VIP stuff for a lot of events. I prefer just hanging out with everybody in the crowd and just kind of blending in. But it's going to be worth it if you are into that kind of stuff. And if you just want to hang out with what's going to be some wonderful people and just enjoy the day, you can do that as well. We're going to get a list of all the different deals that are happening there, so you can get some great stuff and stock up right before Christmas. Do your last minute shopping right there. Boom.
We'll be able to be out there buying cigars, not have to pay California prices.
I'm just gonna take one change of clothes and just wash them while I'm there, so I have a suitcase empty, ready to go home. My God, I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be.
This is one of those events, you guys. This is like the Great Smoke. This is like the barn burners. This is one you're going to want to go to, even if you're not in that area. You're going to want to fly out there and hang out. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. I am super stoked for this thing.
Rich, I don't do VIP for Frightmare. I never have. I don't think I ever will.
Yeah, I'd rather spend $60 on a weekend ticket or $80 for the weekend ticket plus a T-shirt instead of $300.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a really reasonable price for a freaking 3-day event packed with people you can hang out with and meet. And I paid for the ticket not to see the guests. Honestly, I pay to hang out with the people that I met from the event. Like, I want to go see Richard. I want to go see John and Casey and Fred and everybody else, Chuck and them, everyone. The guests are just a bonus.
It's going to be in Yorba City, which I believe is like a little town right off of Tampa.
Right off of Tampa. It is going to be fantastic. I'm excited. I hear the weather in December is not bad in Florida in general.
Yeah.
I've never been. This is my first time going to friggin' Florida. Cannot wait.
This might be an opportunity for Pete, Otis, and Rich to book a trip out to Florida.
Boom. Have it happen. Make Carlson go too at that
Carlson
that
too,
point.
yeah.
I would say Bob, but Bob's always busy.
Yeah,
I don't know
busy.
about that guy. Crazy man.
He'll be in Cambria, still working.
Rich, yeah, if you can make it, you should come with us, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I can't wait. The tickets are relatively inexpensive, so Once we get final word on all that stuff, we'll let you guys know. I think we'll have a couple to give away as well. So can't wait for that.
You can get, if you want to get a hold of them now. If you don't want to wait, they are in the description. We have the website on there. We also have Artista if you want to learn more about these Buffalo 10s, about the entire lineup. If you want to get yourself a slugger, get yourself that baseball bat in the glass. It looks really cool. It's a baseball bat cigar in a glass container. It's made to be saved. I don't know if it's made to be smoked, but you could definitely try it smoked.
Yeah.
If you do, please take a picture for me. I want to see that. We have one to give away. I believe you showed that one off.
Yep.
Already, so I can mention that.
Yep.
So if you're the lucky person out there who wins it, I totally understand if you just want to save it. And it's a good, decorative piece. But if you end up smoking it, that better be entered in the contest.
Yeah.
Or that better at least just be sent over so we can see it.
Or you better smoke it for the World Series.
For the Dodgers, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We're going this year.
First team to clinch a playoff spot. First team to get 200 wins. Fantastic year so far for the Dodgers. Don't want to jinx it, but they're on fire.
What do you call it? And again, even if they don't win, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm still a Dodger fan.
Could be worse. We could be Braves fans.
Oh gosh. Oof. Nah, it was a good year for Rich and his team. So I'm okay with that. What do you call it? What was I gonna say? The only thing the Dodgers have ever let me down with is changing the Dodger dogs.
Yeah.
Other than that, they keep me going. What do you call it? Braves back to back. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do the repeat. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my hands up like this and just enjoy the games that I get to watch. Now it's a friggin' rarity. I can even watch it on TV. I just don't have the time. It's upsetting. I get to see highlights, which is cool. Definitely not the same as going though.
Right.
There's nothing like being in. I know a lot of guys out there. There's a lot of people that I don't like watching baseball live. It's kind of boring. No, I enjoy it. Enjoy the heck out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's probably my second favorite sport to watch live.
I'm guessing football.
Football would be number one. Baseball would be number two. Hockey would be third.
Really?
Yeah.
I put hockey second.
Yeah.
No. I put baseball second, hockey third, football fourth.
What's first?
Corkinol.
I knew it.
The Corkinol World Series is probably one of the most intense sports you'll ever see, guys. We watched it with you a while back. I might have to play that video again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been so long, and some of the newer people might not have seen that. But if you want to see some of those hardcore action, some of the most brilliant minds working out some of the most complex equations on a board, whether you flick a little
domino,
disc?
not domino, checker.
A checker, but yeah, it's a checker. It's basically a checker. At other checkers, trying to get into this checker size hole. I mean, I don't want to say it's like seeing the perfect gymnast routine every time, getting that perfect 10 for the first time, or the skill and the mastery it takes to hunt an elk with a bow and do that one shot perfectly every time, or spearfish in the middle of the ocean and get yourself a great white. But it's pretty much that. All those different things wrapped up into one, while trying to fend off beautiful women trying to just get at these athletes who are playing corkinol. All right, so just be careful because it'll get you. It's an addictive sport.
So I have corkinol at fourth, and then fifth obviously is the Marble Olympics.
Marble, gosh dang it! It gets ridiculously fun to watch. That guy was a genius. That's one of the. Oh gosh, where do you put curling? Curling's on there. Curling's pretty good. It's one of those things that I don't think I'm ever gonna get into, and then once you watch, like, shit, I've been watching it for like 2 hours.
If I go off obscure sports that I hardly ever watch, curling would probably be top 5. With archery, with rugby, with cricket.
No, that's not an obscure
for
sport.
Me.
Okay,
for us here in the U.S., it's not really something popular.
You haven't seen the cricket leagues here? It's brutal.
And that stupid frisbee golf shit that irritates me so much.
Frisbee golf is awesome. It's not a sport. You're just throwing a piece of plastic, right? I don't care how serious you take it. Frisbee golf is not a sport. It's just a fun pastime kind of thing. There's no athleticism. It's throwing a frisbee. I mean, that still takes skill, definitely. But it's not the same as golf or I don't know, what's the other one? Ultimate frisbee, I guess, where they get points and you go from field to field.
Yeah.
So it's not the same as those because there's a lot more to it. I love Frisbee golf.
I will say though, now that the weather's getting better, it's time to get back out to the golf course.
I wouldn't mind going to the range again. I wouldn't mind hitting that machine. It's whatever. I still think BattleBot should be an Olympic sport. I am okay with that too. BattleBots is friggin' awesome. I get into it every time. Little brothers are into it. Want to get them some T-shirts of their favorite bots, but they're always changing, and the wins are very hard to come by these days. Everyone's getting better and better. I'm surprised there's not. Did one that had arms and it was like trying to fight. They did not do well. But
no, you have to have some spinning shit to win.
Spinning or flipping.
Yeah.
The hammer doesn't seem to work anymore.
Although that one hammer just crushed the shit out of that one time. I don't know what kind of freaking
pistons that were using.
Yeah, but it was like just crushing that thing with every hit. That's the only time I've seen it work.
Oh shit! Yes, Jeff. Yes, friggin' ping pong. There's been a couple of videos of these rallies that are like 10, 15 minutes long for 1 point, and
the dude's like 20 feet away from the table going
boom, those arcs and the friggin' hitting the corners and stuff. And you're talking about, what does that weigh? Like half of a quarter of an ounce?
Thing's tiny.
This little thing that you're making go so fast and so accurate. I mean, tennis is great too. When you watch those, there's a whole book on one match for one of the opens, and apparently it's like one of the best pieces of sports journalism ever written, just for one tennis match, not a tournament, just one match out of that tournament. I gotta find the name, because apparently it's like a master course on how to write for sports journalism, if you're into that kind of stuff. So it's crazy how into some of these stuff people can be, and then like myself, completely layman, I just see it and like, oh, that looks really cool. But I appreciate how much effort and detail and skill it takes to be a part of that kind of stuff.
Oh, I forgot racing.
I'm not a big racing fan to watch. I'll
watch all of it. I'll watch sprint. I'll watch NASCAR. I'll watch the trucks. I'll watch the bikes.
Watch them go in circles, I guess.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I like that a lot too.
Like, because sometimes they'll go left. I'll go left again.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going left, and it's like, cool. I went left again. Boom, you got beat because I went left. More lefts than you. Faster lefts. Sorry, not more. But no, there's quite a bit to that too. Because like, I don't know if it's true, but I think I heard someone say they lose like up to like 20 pounds of water in them, being in one of those NASCAR, whatever you call it, just the car itself, I guess. And that sounds kind of dangerous. Not only are you going that fast, but I feel like, what if you pass out from that much water loss? Like, wouldn't that be a real concern? Or they've got like a whole rig in there, I'm assuming, for like hydration.
Oh yeah, they have like a camelback kind of situation going.
That's okay. I figured as much, but just it's a lot to put your body through in a very high tech. How fast are they going? It's ridiculous.
Depends, 180 to 220.
That's insane. And to let your body go through that, there's still a lot of G forces. Not even talking about that part, and then the detail was making sure your car's okay. It's could be kind of dangerous, just a little bit. I don't think there's been that many, related deaths as far as like on the courses, but it's a possibility at any time.
I think it's one of the most famous drivers of all time.
Oh yeah,
so, it happens.
But not as many as have been on the Corkinol field still.
No,
I think, 1 out of every 2 players die playing Corkinol. So careful.
So as far as this Buffalo 10 goes, you guys, the natural box pressed. If we didn't mention that earlier, wonderful notes of leather, wood, cinnamon spice, very light cinnamon spice. It started off strong at the beginning, goes pretty far down, and I gotta say it's a very straightforward flavor profile. It's going to be the same from start to finish, but it's a good flavor profile.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. The complexity is not in the changing, like for third to third, but it's a complex amount of flavors going in there because there's a lot of different tobaccos.
Well, for the LA Coliseum, the track was so small they couldn't really get up to speed even in the straightays.
Yeah, it was like a half-mile track.
I mean, I could have jumped into one of those cars going 75 miles an hour.
I don't think
it's like being on the freeway.
I don't think you could have, because you wouldn't seize the gap. And then like, oh man, stuck in traffic.
I would have got behind one of the guys and been like, slingshot.
Imagine instead of making them race, making them get their way through traffic and just like camera seeing their face of anger. These drivers who know what to do, but put like 60, 70 people on those little tracks too, who don't know what they're doing. And like, all right, how fast can you get to the end of this race? And just the anger.
Richard, they actually already have a cigar competition. They have quite a few. Uh, so basically, you get the same cigars as everybody else. It's one done by Rocky Patel. It's called the Cigar Smoking World
I think it
Championship.
changes from
Does
time to time.
change?
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
does change.
The last one was done by Rocky Patel. Then we actually had a few of those, and I think you get one or two matches to light the cigar.
Yeah,
To
one
light the
match.
cigar, and then it's up to you to smoke it the slowest. No relights, no retouches, nothing. So if you're going too slow and it goes out on you, you're out.
Screwed up.
But I mean, you'll see guys really taking care of it and really smoking slow. So
Boston Jimmy took second in the world for that competition. I forget who won first place. I think it was a dude out of France or something, and he like flew over to be in it.
huh.
I'm like, that's awesome. And yeah, it was impressive. I forget the time limit or the final times, but man, they have the longest ash contest too. But those are done everywhere, and they're not really like the world tournament like this one. Like
Right.
you go into different ones and you work your way up to the number one. Those are just usually for fun.
Right. But that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for us today.
Yeah.
Wednesday, like I said, I'll be announcing probably tomorrow our guest. So not gonna want to miss Wednesday's show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have two guests for you. One in the first half hour, one in the second half hour. So it'll be a lot of fun with those guys on. So other than that, I'm gonna go see if I can keep icing down my lip and get it to stop swelling. Oh, it feels like it's loosening up a bit. That's good. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we will see you guys later.
Yeah, if you guys are in the area, you want to join us for this weekend at 6:00 Saturday here at Culebras Lounge. You bring 4 or 5 cigars to donate to Cigars for Warriors. Really would appreciate it, guys. Be tacos, be some food. It's good times, good people. You can also just send them to Cigars for Warriors. Check them out. All their social media, they will let you know exactly where to send them to. A couple bucks never hurts. Use their Amazon link. You don't have to donate anything. Every time you buy from Amazon, gives them a little bit too. We have our 5-year anniversary on the 30th. The day before that, we will be over on Modesto, and the day before that, we will have the Drew State freestyle event.
Yep.
So we will be talking about all those great 3 days worth of cigars right there. So please join us for that. If you would also like to get a hold of your California Dream Volume 2, get a hold of us ASAP because those will not last very long. And I am excited to finally get them out. We're on that cusp. It's right there, guys.
And again, this is the level of prize that someone is going to win on the 30th, you guys. So I had to do a lot to get this hat. Miguel had to do unspeakable things. So
worth it.
Someone's going to win the box and hat combo.
Hope you guys enjoy it, and we will see you guys Wednesday.
See you guys.